Who's it gonna be?
Welcome. You've got dads.
I do! Okay, so Craig sent me a message, it looks like. Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. Strong, I am strong. Ha, don't I know it? Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use that at all? I figure it'd help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool, I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. So that's clearly his kids. Attend that party. This doesn't count as a second date with Craig, does it? This doesn't count as a second date with Craig, does it? I have a fennel and chicory tea today. That was my advent calendar tea today. I've had a lot of tea today. My client I was with made me have 2 cups of tea with her. Coffee time. You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you that I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm on about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, I don't remember that. Craig's kids, that hand-drawn invitation. Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants, nothing's stopping me. Dad, just... Oh, I'll see you in a minute. Put on going outside pants. Fuck authority. I'm sorry. Fuck authority. He's Dave Lister. What did I say about the pants? I'm a rebel, sweetie. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello. Thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best to bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter Carmencita are there too. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea?
Hey.
The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. No. Why? I didn't mess that. Those are inside pants. Amanda laughs. Please have a seat. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on my going outside pants. Amanda punches me on the shoulder. See? Oh, so you approve of cargo shorts when they're on Brian, but not when they're on me. Dad, you're embarrassing me at the tea party. But, shh, it's about to start. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Now, if you all put on your designated tiaras, there are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plates. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is going to fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it.
Oh.
Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but immediately tumbles off and into the bushes.
Hey.
I'll get that later. Hey, everybody. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. What's a sandwich cookie? Oh, I suppose it's like a bourbon or a custard cream. Dad, is the tea ready?
Oh.
Yeah, it's been steeping for a while now. Awesome. Would you girls like to serve your guest tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me. That's me. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea in my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my teacup with Matt's and take a sip.
Hey.
Good lemonade. It's tea.
Oh.
Right, very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendours of upper-class society, Father. She takes the dainty bite out of her sandwich cookie. Marvellous. So, the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear. But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, and I have, like, a really cool sword. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be rockstar princess. I'm also space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me History Channel princess, hacker princess, rude boy princess. Rude boy princess. If I drop my crown on the floor, I'll make sure to pick it up and pick it up. Nice.
Oh.
I think pick the music one for Matt. I think I'll be landscaper and general contracting princess.
Hey.
Barista princess reporting for duty.
Hey.
Hey everybody, CrossFit princess here. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the princess uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space, rockstar, warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was like yesterday that I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop.
Oh.
Pitfall, your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice. Ah, thanks.
Hey.
It's really nice the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community.
Hey.
We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know. I hadn't even realised, and I don't even know if Amanda does either, but I guess they're right. All of the girls in the neighbourhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud dad cry at this tea party, David. I bought extra word jumbles for anyone, if anyone wants to kill time while the girls play. The day rolls... I thought we were going to play a word jumble then. The day rolls on and the girls all get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, rude boy princess. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way, but also in a kind of scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behaviour for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? I corrupted her, Dad. She second-hand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. That made a funny noise for a hair ruffle. Gotta admit.
You've got dads.
I do! I got dads. And because we saw him at the party and it wasn't antagonistic, we will date Brian. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. On a Friday night, you're most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My fishing pole. What are your turn-ons? A keen understanding of steak cuts. This man just screams meat. What did you want to be when you grew up? Fireman. What's your favourite movie genre? Romantic comedies. That's unexpected. What's your ideal date? Deck building. What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Message. Do 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 do. The loading screens are very slow this time. I don't remember them being this long before. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more, but it seems like Daisy and Amanda got on really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. I crack my knuckles and start timing. Just one knuckle, really. Hey Brian, great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. I wait a couple of minutes until a ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say. Hey man, always love a good burg with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. Friendly competition. This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I'm proud to say she's almost better at it than I am. Almost. I type back. That sounds great, man. Name the time, and it's gone. Hey, Amanda. Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I'm a little out of practice and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep out in the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo. Let's do this. You ready for this?
All right.
Arr, matey. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Ooh. Something is stuck behind my ear. Why are you talking like that? Because this mini golf course is pirate themed. I just now realised we are indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh.
All right.
Fun fact, for those who aren't in the UK, we call it crazy golf. It's kind of ableist now, in retrospect, but we call it crazy golf. Come on, pirate dad, watch you talk like a pirate with me. Arr, ahoy, scurvy. Avast ye. I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with my superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloon. Come on, Dad. You told me this was just going to be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. Just mini golf. It's so much more than that. I kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf. Whatever happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun. When we beat them. Amanda gives me a side eye, but before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys. Ahoy. Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they're already rented us some golf clubs for our mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that?
Yes.
Alright, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh, Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on. Amanda gives Daisy a look. I mean, aye aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda. Ah, look at those two. They're two peas in a pod. So, you excited to get some more mini golf in? Oh, you know it. Brian's going to be a master, isn't he? You a gambling man? What a flirt! Do I get you if I win? Where's that come from? Because you have not been flirting with each other. I know when to hold them. Oh, he liked it. I know when to fold them. I know when to shoot. That's pretty much all I know how to do. Know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. I randomly know a country song. I don't know why I randomly know that country song, but I randomly know the words to that country song. I know when to shoot. That's pretty much all I know how to do. How about the loser buys drinks tonight? All right, but how about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend. If you do it like The Simpsons, then you have to wear a dress too. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work, not for the faint of heart. Oh, David and his hedges. Maneuver those hedges. I don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh, yeah? Hole in one every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. That was a very seductive. Brian and I shake hands and lock eyes. It's about to go down.
Arr, matey.
Arr, matey.
Yo-ho.
Woohoo!
Hole full of ball.
Ah.
You've lost your ball. Into the brown.
Woohoo! This thing swings really fast, by the way. Ah! Ooh!
Men sink no
That weren't bad! That weren't bad! That weren't bad!
You've lost
That
your
was
ball.
very bad. I'm getting worse.
You've lost your ball.
Oh no, I'm getting worse.
Dead men sink
It's big.
no
It's the pressure of how fast this thing moves. Oh, oh, oh!
You've lost your
Oh, you cheeky bastard! That was almost perfect. That thing moves too fast. Can I slow the Amy thing down? Can I? I don't get a chance to. It's gonna. The game's finished. That's the swingometer was swinging too fast. There was too much pressure. Amanda pulls me aside when Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time trying to destroy Brian underfoot. I just asked because your eye is twitching. No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrows. We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right, it's just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. That we are currently losing. Dad!
Eh?
Please, Amanda, please nail this next hole for me. I need your help now more than ever. If it's really important to you, sure. Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks me right in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug. Oops. I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her act of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo.
Armating.
Oh god, right. Can I slow it down? I can't. I can do nothing to slow it down.
Dead men sink no
I
huts.
prefer the crazy golf in Welcome to Elk, where you just throw the club. Oh, it gives me a time limit.
Ball.
Oh, okay, now I know this. So it goes fast and it times you out. Oh, fuck this.
Dead men sink no huts.
I'm not gonna get any.
Ball.
I'm not gonna get any. I have no idea what that's supposed to be.
Dead men
I
sink
have no idea what I'm supposed to do there.
Dead men
It's
sink
too...
no huts.
Oh, fuck off. It's too fast for me to be able to...
Dead men sink
For me
no
to be able to
huts.
judge anything. Oh, Dave, I'm sorry. I'm letting you down so spectacularly badly. I'm sorry. I missed every shot. Why is that a B? That's an F. Missing every shot is an F, right? I let Dave down so badly. I try to maintain an air of professionalism because there are children present, but I can feel the crushing weight of the 4 dads before me casting a disappointed look upon my broken frame. I have failed you, fathers, and for that I am sorry. Man, that was some good shooting there, David. Don't patronise me, Brian. I fought valiantly and my only regret was being bested. I have lost at putt-putt. I have lost at putt-putt. I'm sorry. Amanda groans. Ah, Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did. We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we would need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get city paperwork started for digging and you two go enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan, David. You cool with that? Sure, just don't get yourself into too much trouble. Can do. I'll make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble, she says. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Buried treasure! Bless that kid's tiny rebellious heart. Well, guess we should hit the bar now. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? That sounds like a plan. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which I'm not jazzed about considering I just completely blew it on the putt-putt course. Okay, Dad, you can do this. Why is he calling himself Dad? I just got to drown my sorrows in some tropical loser drink and get out of here. Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a kitschy island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls and several fake parrots are strewn about. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. That's so much fun to say. Bamboo bar. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. The bartender whips us up 2 rum drinks inside of hollowed out pineapples. He sets them on fire and we have to blow them out before we can drink them. Usually I just like to, I don't know, drink my drinks. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. And best me again? I think not. I take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Sorrow tastes fruity. My lawn care needs are very particular. I hope you're up for the challenge. Oh, don't worry. I'll bring my own salt to promote healthy growth in a sustainable environment. Oh, come on now, David. I'm just having a little fun with you. I grumble and sip more of my fruity sorrow drink. Fine. You got me on this one. While I sip more of my drink, I notice a TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. Ugh, I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody would watch it. I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers? I have terrible news for you, David. No, not them too. That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts though, those are real. Trucks just don't have emergency escape buttons. I've been lied to for so long. We both truckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually help plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow, nice work. Yeah, kinda took after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too? The best. He practically built half this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying not to become your father, then you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream job. For me, at least. Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point as a dad, and I've been okay with that. Until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have that patio furniture that I haven't put together still sitting in the garage. Okay. Maybe I should call it with a dad competition. Gotta keep it light. Stare him down unblinking. Ask about his daughter. So, do you know what? Ask about your daughter and the ejaculating aubergine emojis come out. For his daughter. I know it's supposed to be, yes, that was a perfect question, but... So Daisy seems pretty smart for her age. Yes, she's a genius. She definitely don't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beats me at Scrabble constantly. To be fair, Scrabble is really hard. I'm with you, David. I hate playing Scrabble. I can barely make good words when I have the whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters. Brian laughs. See, we can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason, I think. Let's keep it moving. Ask about his dog. So you have a dog? Sure do. I can't quite remember what it looks like. Oh, he's a little corgi. Always has a handkerchief around his neck. That makes it a neckerchief. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I think I might need a visual reminder to jog my memory. If you happen to have any pictures of said dog, maybe on your phone. Brian laughs. David, if you wanted to see pictures of Maxwell, you could have just asked. Show me the goods then. Brian pulls out his phone and flips through an entire album of dog pictures. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. What a good boy. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian, and I gesture to it. Cool fish. It's definitely fake. What, really? Everything in here is fake. The palm tree over there is just a ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it. I look over. He's right. But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep, I went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out at sea for 3 days catching fish, drinking beer. You know, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Throw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh man, that's some of the best food I've ever had. That actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everybody had gone to bed already, but I was out there watching the stars, had my line out too. All of a sudden, it just starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod rack and start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's just man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I get him up to the surface and finally get a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it onto the boat single-handedly. Do you know what happens next? What happens next? The damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail, knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck, the fish gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish Captain Ahab style. I'm sure Daisy would be supportive. Oh man, fishing's the life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. What? What am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can tell that I'm terrible. I can't tell him I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. I'm amazing at fishing. I'm the best at fishing. No one can outfish me. They're all wrong answers. I'm amazing at fishing. I'm simply the best out there. Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers. We can just sit back, relax, and reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on, you know you want to. I sigh. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an exuberant high five. Yes, maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish so I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me, but they don't call me David good at catching fish Lister for nothing. Oh, Dave. Oh, God. Am I spinning a web of lies that I fear will one day consume me? Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside. Till next time. This is a great opportunity for friendship. And also for catching more fish than Brian. You're krilling me with these puns, David. Mull it over. You'll come around to the fish-related dad jokes in no time. Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is going to become a whole thing, isn't it? Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. So, how was your hang with Brian? It was okay. Oh yeah? He seems like a neat dude. I think so. I don't know. The guy loves good competition. But then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure a bit, but Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit, so we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed and then sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she has a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at her age, although she doesn't bite people as much as you did. I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. You gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me.
What?
Oh. I told him I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know. I'm kind of panicking. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end, with no promise of a tangible reward, your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbour deep within your heart. Fishing's fun. You'll remind yourself as the world darkens around you and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. It's my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming too. Well, I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine, solid, I'm in. Alright, I'm bushed. I was going to say blushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops. Okay. My mini golf bar is full up. I was crap at it. I got an S tier date. I had an S tier date with him. I had an S tier date.
You've got dads.
Okay, Craig's talking to me again. Hey buddy, I have a favour to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner. And I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years and I still can't get a good read on him, and I know it's going to be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you please come with me? I love food. Especially love food that's free. And I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you! I really hope that's a sweat of relief. So, me and Craig are going to have a threesome with Robert. That's how I'm reading it. That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food. But why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into a paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decide to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig's waiting on my porch, bottle of wine in hand.
Hey.
David, boy, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine. Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know.
Oh.
He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. He's probably English. We're very good at deadpan. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I've sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first. One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still. If he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second! This is uncharted territory, David. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me. David, didn't know you'd be tagging along. He wanted to nail Craig. Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not... No, it's fine. Come on in. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourselves at home. We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you have a dog, Robert. Oh yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. What kind of dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dog fighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I would probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh, okay. Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like ossobuco. Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leads in and whispers. Was the dog fighting thing real or was he kidding? I don't know.
Nice.
What's ossobuco? I don't know. Did he make up that word? Until I have ossobuco in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. Robert finally walks into the room carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust them. So we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that's okay. Real people plates. These are the plates I have made of human skin. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat. Maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
Nice.
Oh my god! I take another bite. The medley of flavours in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I finished it out. I fished it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least I think it was a restaurant. Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it. Where did you learn how to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decide to play along. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs whenever I could scrape together some cash. One night I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside Madrid. I go to pay and realise I spent the last of my money on booze the night before. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my Mars side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back into the States? Who did he con in a game of poker to the back room of Speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I still have to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food is so good I don't care. That's amazing. It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't exactly expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. This ossobuco is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up. Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made lemon berry savarin. Well, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Hey.
Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig, I'm going to go get seconds. He's really hitting on Craig. Me too. After consuming way more ossobuco than my body can handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with generous serving of whatever savarin was, Craig and I decide to head out. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Can you ship Craig and Robert? Can you get them together? Because that would be hot. Look at the two of them. Can you watch? Can you get them together and watch? Especially if there's ossobuco involved.
Welcome. You've got dads.
What happens if we date him? When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it will use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you're most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted... Oh, was it Giacomo? I thought that was an L. Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. Or Giacomo. Is it Giacomo? I think it's Giacomo. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? Gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? Grifter. What's your favourite movie genre? Italian neorealism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spend a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? Okay. Hey, Brock. Do do do. It's really thinking about giving me this date. There we go. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab drink? I sit there for a couple of seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says he read the message. I anxiously wait for a response. Twiddle my thumbs. Hey, this is kind of enjoyable. Look at those thumbs go. They sure are twiddling. I wonder if Robert has replied yet. He still has not responded. Twiddle my thumbs. Is it the same thing again? Okay. I'm going to twiddle my thumbs again. I'm becoming an expert twiddler. Fuck, my thumbs are tired. Okay, I have to watch cat videos. After all that twiddling, I've basically forgotten about Robert. I decided to stare down a rabbit hole of cat videos. I didn't realise how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. Food channel. All meat hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Oh my god. I am not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around my house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch. Well, I guess it's time for good old Chef Lister to cook a gourmet delicacy. Cheese toasty? I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Microwave some eggs. Microwave egg. Make a sandwich. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The sandwich, a lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. No! I look around to remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. This is totally Dave Lister. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off a door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple of minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the 3-point line, breaking ankles and sinking in the fadeaway. I have no idea what this means. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No, look behind the back, hot shot, everyone's on their feet. Something, Space Jam. Yeah, I've never seen Space Jam. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves and not even coming close to burning down the house. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. Are you chopping up the toddlers? What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glace and creme fraiche, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dadbook. It's a message from Robert. You up? What you do? What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I type back just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. Just chilling. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by, another message pops up.
Alright.
Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late.
Huh.
Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you have a lot of fun tonight. You're trying to get to know the neighbours better, aren't you? Fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me.
Yeah.
I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Oh man, I was excited to get to learn Robert a little better. See, he was disappointed that Craig bought Dave. And Dave is disappointed that he bought Mary. Robert and Craig want to be together. Well, Robert wants Craig. I'm not sure about Craig, but Robert wants Craig. And they would be very hot. Mary can film them. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert. I've done that. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink.
Hey.
Yes, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Something tropical. You had a nice time with Brian. What do I look like? A toucan? Welcome to the Robert party. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. There's more than one bar? We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed?
Hey.
Irish, I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is a whiskey to my heart. Ugh. Pun's the lowest form of humour, David. Try harder. Ouch. Am I going to be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish I was drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? Nope. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one, burps loudly.
Hey.
That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey, David, be a dear and get us another round, will you? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen this guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kid stuck some pop brownies... Oh, I'll start that again. So Edith's kid stuck some pop brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up and go to Edith with a baggie and I'm like, I'm going to tell her which of the... I can't speak. I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out on me. You're ruining the bake sale, she said. I should have been a PTA president. Your roots are bad and blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped.
Ugh.
Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat bunts in my purse right now. Wanna blaze? You with the feds? I worked hard for what I have and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. Do you take what you're pushing somewhere else and I'll keep my running business? I'll keep running my business the way I want it run. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. I have no idea what this means. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly. I made Robert giggle? I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humour. Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Isn't Joseph wondering where you are? Well, buddy, bringing the sanctity of marriage into this? No, it's fine. You dig into my private life that I'm sure you think is your business. Slow down, Mary. You trying to ditch me, pal? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. David wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas would excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about them? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured to her across the bar. She's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. I got him to giggle, and then I got him to laugh. Oh man, you know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? You know it. There's so much wild in me. I have a child I need to care for. You know it. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I go, what am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes a shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool and he probably hates small talk. So how are we? Things. I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with 2 people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh, alright. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary gives the hard sell to that young man. The young man is pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory you experience they've ever had, gone. No. Great, me neither. Robert knocks back the shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you, relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sight set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and I assumed crawled out the window. Gosh, the whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices.
Oh.
Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is going to be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. Robert's got nice hands as well. Matt's hands were good last week. Do you remember Matt's hands? I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at Rundown Strip Mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally a liquor store. Maybe the sex shop and the computer repair shop can combine and make a sex robot.
There.
Wait here, I'll be back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel. He bought him a pink wine. He bought him a rosé. What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something. I think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock. Back at the stop sign. Stop sign. I know what has to be done. This one's for you, Pappy. I have unresolved resentment towards my father and I'm gonna express it through property damage. I hurl the rock again at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving. Let's get pizza. I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. I just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza Pizza. Ta-da! Robert says ta-da! That's such a not Robert thing. I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh, wait, David, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Ew, no. Robert grabs me by the collar. I respect your opinion and I will fight with my life for your right to say it, but where's your sense of adventure? Where's your sense of taste? Why won't you love yourself? The juiciness of the pineapple paired with the tanginess of the sauce is the flavour combination everyone should experience at least once, if not 1,000 times more. Pineapple on pizza is one of the few things in life that I genuinely and thoroughly enjoy. Please, please, just do this for me. No, do this for yourself. So, 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Abso-goddamn-lutely. It's not that it's on a pizza, it's that it's pineapple. I don't like pineapple. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite out of the pineapple pizza and hey, it's actually not that bad. Yes, it is. I can't believe, especially cooked pineapple. I'm sorry, but they put pineapple in sweet and sour in this country. If you get sweet and sour at Chinese, they put chunks of pineapple in that, and it is fucking sweet and sour sauce is lovely. Chunks of cooked pineapple in a sweet and sour sauce is minging, and I will not retract that. Cooked pineapple is minging, and I don't like fresh pineapple either. I can't believe I spent so much of my life berating this sort of pizza to all my friends. Maybe I should give pineapple pizza a shot one day. No, you shouldn't. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the hallway. Robert looks at me excitedly. You know what you should try that could be controversial? Avocado on pizza. I've had avocado on pizza. I've also had fig on pizza. That's fucking lovely. Fig on pizza is gorgeous. You want to put fruit on pizza? Put fig on a pizza. Fuck yeah. We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? You betcha. Good on ya. Oh my god, he just evaporated into a load of aubergines. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh. We come into the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. This suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theatre like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and we're surprised to find it's almost completely empty, save for a row with a few teenagers at the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theatre and I follow him. We settle in with our wines. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to try and find the woman that he's finally realised he's in love with. Kiss already! They're watching When Harry Met Sally? There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. Yeah. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. So you're at a romantic comedy, edgelord? Ernest, hey Ernest, I know you. It's me, your neighbour. Hi. Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. How about my now? He kiss anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing there. Boo! Love is dead. Shut up. It's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen and you're going to sit here and appreciate them. Okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over and he makes sure no animals were harmed in this making of this film, we leave the movie theatre. We stumble into the theatre parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey arseholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why do you throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist set is going to be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theatre going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now and movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and now I'm probably going to feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you. That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classicist mainstream slop have you been served? Your classicist? Is that a word? Classicist? Mainstream slop have you been... Is that a word? What? Have you even seen Michael Powell, A Matter of Life and Death, 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man.
What?
No, you listen. That popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You, of all people, should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh no, now you've done it. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Why are you being so hard on Dave's knees? Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts. Alright, buddy. Did he just say no one hurts my friend? Alright, buddy, talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up in a boxer's stance. Queensbury rules. The 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs or high blows. What? And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough useful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensbury Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would have never hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw the rules at them, though. They always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensbury-sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow.
Oh.
See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here. So Dave's just hobbling along going, my knees! Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighbourhood. I'm so sorry, I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay, I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller is cash. Thanks for defending my honour. It's a little strange when you say it that way, but sure, why not? Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks, a rare sight. Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. I dated Robert and had my knees busted. Crime was minimal. B. Oh, I did ask for fruity drinks over and over again. I'm like, why was that a B? That wasn't too bad. I asked for fruity drinks and that pissed him off. Okay. Robert does not approve of fruity drinks, but he does enjoy White Zinfandel. Oh, what's this? What's this? Why are there two of you in the same picture? Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go down to the art walk downtown and we were wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Well, why can I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have hacker alias. The feds are going to bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer. David, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run a Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security. David, do you want to go and see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go and see that art. See that art. See, I'm going to date Hugo. So, making a connection with Hugo is something. Necessarily, mind you, I don't think I've seen Damien and Hugo hanging out together. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of those before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel a little uncomfortable standing around all these fancy art people. David? I turn around. It's Joseph. Boo! Why is it you? Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. Of course you do, because you're a dick, and you're blonde and religious. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art appreciaist. He's stalking you. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Yep, admittedly a little out of my depth here. Thank God, I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God.
Oh.
Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister.
Yeah.
The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look around and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived in the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends.
Oh.
Who's ready for some art? Art is dead and nothing is real. I kind of like that, but I'm wondering if Damien would like that, and I don't want Damien to like me. I have no idea what I'm in for. Same.
Oh.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. Cheese! I like art now. I've got a table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to help myself to some of those tiny wines. Get cheese. I want to... Oh, no! Oh, no! I want cheese with Hugo. I want cheese with Hugo. I don't want to go with Joseph, but cheese! Cheese! I'm torn. I'm asking the 8-ball. I'm asking the 8-ball. Do I succumb to cheese? Are you kidding? I don't get cheese. I don't get cheese. I know it's only computer game cheese, but it's cheese. You made me eat pineapple pizza and I don't get cheese. Talk art with Hugo and Damien. Cheese. I want cheese. So, what's this first place?
Oh.
This particular artist's piece, I think that was probably supposed to be piece, not place. This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast. I look at the art. It's rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys?
Oh.
Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, David. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy.
Oh.
Oh, it gets more complicated.
Hmm?
Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with a tiny cheese and wine. What I miss? Can I have your cheese? Can I have your tiny cheese?
Oh.
Butts. Shame. The cheese is nice though. I want the cheese.
Oh.
Shall we visit the next place? Can I get cheese? Cheese. The cheese. I want the cheese. Give me the cheese. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach it. I'm really craving cheese now. Before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of I'm not even sure hang on the walls. Oh geez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. A metaphor human glistening reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. Oh, I accidentally... I meant to give the butt answer. It flicked back up again. It's a profound statement on the commonality of the struggle of survival.
Ah.
That's really powerful, David. Care to expound on that? Just kidding. It's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, it's definitely a butt. I still got to do the butt thing. Yay. Rogue, is there any coconut left on that roof? Rogue is loving jumping on the roof of that house and eating the roof.
Oh.
While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure it represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitalization. Wow, how'd you figure that?
Oh.
That's what it says on the placard. Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery sampling some of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism. As we're looking at some of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that. Excuse me? Hugo, not here. No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have any intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art will be bad. Hugo's insult game is the best, but there's no denying his passion. Isn't the best, sorry. I think it is the best. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? It fucking is cheese, Damien. Don't mock or belittle the cheese. No, it fucking is, Joseph. I didn't get any. It's wine and cheese. Oh, yes. That's cool. I like it. Co-signed. Yes. Good. You're forgiven. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese. We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Don't make me leave the cheese. I barely started eating it. Is it going to be any weirder than this art? It's absolutely weirder than this art. Is it edible art made of cheese? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Damien, Hugo, Joseph and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us. Undulating.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Lawrence of Arabia? So, quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is happening? I second this question.
Hey.
Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I posed the very same question to you, Mr. Lister. Fear of existence, very humanity of being human. They really like screaming. But what do you think they're trying to say?
Yeah.
I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It is the purest expression of raw human emotion, the art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it. Damien fixes him with a hard stare. Damien has turned into Paddington Bear.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't going to play well with this crowd.
Ah.
Oh.
Wise.
Oh.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
Oh! We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. You wouldn't be sloshing if you ate more cheese. It would be all compacted. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which is nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much... No such thing! No such thing, David! The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I feel safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too. I feel like it's a more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Emmenthala, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, it's Emmental, but the way that was written was weird. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Oh.
I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats. Really? Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favour of a long history of religious imagery in artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, David? Food, artistry, landscapes, tasteful nudes of the artist. Basically, he'll paint his own nudes. Food. I will probably do still lifes of various foods, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. No, paint cheese.
Oh.
Would there be cheese involved? Yes. See, I thought about that. And no, I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing. Fair's fair, Dave. Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
All right, boys, good art. Good art. Agreed. See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbours after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.